So I was driving around the other day and I was thinking to myself, man, everything is really starting to look like shit. Now, I'm a truck driver. I drive around New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, Connecticut, Delaware, all over the East Coast. Rich, poor, middle of the road, in the farms, in the mountains, by the shore, all over the place. You know, rich areas, poor areas, doesn't matter. And I noticed a lot of the infrastructure, a lot of the property looks like shit. It looks like dog shit. It's not maintained. It's not kept up. And it's starting to show its age. It's starting to erode and just look very unpleasant. This goes for private homeowners, right? People's properties, their cars, and public, right? Public parks, bridges, tunnels, roadways, buildings, restaurants. It just doesn't look good. Now, don't get me wrong. There's plenty of places in the world that look gorgeous and they're maintained and they're kept up great. But I'm talking about like the 99%. It's becoming very difficult to keep up and maintain things that you own because the price is so high, right? Back in 2020, everything changed. During 2020, when the I don't want to say the name of it because the video will get flagged. But when that was going on, the government pumped trillions of dollars into the economy, and that inflated everything. And the cost of everything went up about 40-50% since then. Real estate, the cost of food, clothes, building supplies, everything. Everything costs 50% more now than it did 5 years ago. But everyone's paychecks kind of remain the same. Maybe they bumped up a little bit, but not much. So people are having a really hard time maintaining things, right? You go to somebody's house and like, paint's falling off the wall. There's holes in the wall. The kitchen and the bathrooms are falling apart. The doors are falling off the hinges. The windows are leaking. The landscaping looks terrible, right? The decks are falling apart. The roofing and the siding, like everything needs to be replaced, but nobody has any money to do that. And a lot of people are so overextended with loans and borrowing money. They're already up to their neck in debt, so they don't have any more room to borrow more money. And you on a public level, same thing. Like states and governments, they don't have any money either, right? They're over leveraged. They've borrowed as much money as they can. I mean, they're going to continue to borrow money, right? That's just the way the system works. They create money out of nothing and they borrow it into existence. I mean, that's just how the Ponzi scheme continues. But I don't know. When I drive around and I look at everything, I'm like, man, everything looks like shit. You know, and it kind of makes me mad sometimes because I work hard. The things I own, which are not a lot, I own my car, I own my home, but I keep it as nice as possible. I maintain it, I clean it all the time, I make it last. I try to make it last. So it kind of irritates me when I see people just treating property and treating everything like shit. Like, what the hell? Like, you go to work all day long, all month, all year long, and like, don't you want to like keep your stuff nice? Like, I just see people like treating everything like garbage. Makes me kind of makes me mad. But that's my thoughts. You know, when I'm out there driving around, I see things, I'm like, man, the world is starting to really show its age. Now, I get it. Out here, you know, Jersey, a lot of things were built during World War I, World War II, so everything is pushing its life cycle of 100 years or so. Like, things can't last forever. There's only so many times you could resurface things before it's going to need to be bulldozed and rebuilt. But again, nobody has any money to do that. So I think the trajectory of this is just going to get worse and worse as we head into the future where things are going to start looking like shit, you know? And I don't want to get into the whole, you know, immigrant, you know, we import people over here from third world countries and they're used to living in poor conditions. So when they come over here, their mindset is already conditioned to live in shitty environments. So they're going to just treat things like shit. Like, that's the reality. Like, that's just the way it is. So yeah, I don't know. What's your thoughts on that? Leave a comment below. Do you see that your local, you know, your town, your HOA, where you live is starting to fall apart? Or is it just me, or am I just being crazy? All right, guys, take it easy.